Here's a chance and a goal! Valencia puts West Ham United 1-0 up in this FA Cup third round replay. Everton caught short at the back, and the Ecuadorian celebrates his 4th goal of the season. Right now, to him, it feels the most important.
Never switch off and the ball goes dead. Absolutely awful goal for Everton. They have switched off. 3 passes. He does really well, outwitting Stones this time. So poor. Roberto Martinez will be so frustrated. His team have done everything, switch off from a set-piece situation. And the best sides, they punish you. Carroll does really well, showing his good footwork. It's a fine finish, no chance for Robles. Delight for Big Sam. You have to accept it, but having professional players at this level switch off at set-pieces, never going to be acceptable.
Here's Lukaku. Good handling from Adrian. Couldn't afford to let that one slip.
Judges the bounce just perfectly. Certainly knows that Naismith is going to be arriving as well. He's had a great deal to do. Adrian, actually both goalkeepers have been very proficient so far this evening.
2 Spanish goalkeepers. Carroll. Noble, Jenkinson, Downing, Carroll, taken on here by Noble. Oh, now that's risky when you're on the yellow card. Nervous look, and this is going to be a second yellow, and Aidan McGeady will be sent off.
Silly challenge. Doesn't help his side's cause, certainly doesn't help his manager. For all his liveliness in that first half, Aidan McGeady, that's really poor decision. You see it coming from so far away as well. Once you go into ground, just taking such a chance, especially on a greasy surface. Noble just toes the ball away. He's always going to go to ground with the
Downing. Cresswell. Carroll. Excellent service there from Aaron Cresswell.
He will get that all the time as a great
question of whether West Ham would cash in for him during this transfer window or let him leave for free in the summer. Good work here by Lukaku against Collins. Excellent ball in! Mirallas denied, and there is Tompkins right on cue with a goal-saving challenge.
Yeah, Collins gets done completely by Lukaku. This is a horrible one for him to deal with, and he should do better. His first misstep of the night. This is horrible for a big centre-half, the one thing you don't want. And he buys that dummy completely. Surely a tap-in from Mirallas. Can't open his body a bit closer to him than Stones was. Look at this for a chance. He'll think he's scored. Mirallas only has to make decent contact. Absolutely all-out defender from Tompkins.
Stuart Downing with a corner. Collins! Fine save by Robles. Had his name written all over it. James Collins says, "This is mine."
He gets great power into the shot. Good save from the goalkeeper.
Here's Noble. Downing. Collins again! Beats the turf in frustration, and he couldn't hit the target.
Great skill. Great skill. Coming up from a Downey outside of the left foot. It's not an easy skill at all. Just a dip. Once again, Collins wanting just to attack the ball. Sees it hanging there. It's the initial chance, obviously. Robles tips over.
Lukaku, fouled by Collins. Excellent position here now for Everton.
It's really close this, you know, he's right on the edge of the box. jostling all round. Silly one, really. It's a poor decision. How close it is to the side of the box. Right in the corner.
Everton fans behind Adrian's goal took up their full allocation for this third round FA Cup tie, hoping Kevin Mirallas can provide the equaliser.
See too many free kicks from this position, do you?
Or can Mirallas exploit it? Fighting with the gap there to the goalkeeper Adrian's right.
Oh, he finds it! It's high class from Kevin Mirallas,
And I think the goalkeeper is showing him too much of that side, and he takes full advantage. West Ham 1, Everton 1.
And he seems slow to move as well, doesn't take off. He must know the ball's coming there. He's that side, it just seems too slow to do. Gets a step in, but just doesn't dive. It's not like it goes right in the corner or brushes a post or goes in the stanchion. Big Sam will be livid, absolutely livid. That goes in.
10-man Everton on terms. Here's Baines. It's lost out there. Everton have got a lot of players forward of the ball. 10-man Everton. Here's Downing. Good run from Cresswell. It's Andy Carroll. Everton have enough bodies there. Still some work to do. Amalfitano. Good looking cross. Carroll's in there. Nolan. Brave defending. Baines with the latest block. In by Downing. Carroll's there again. Nolan looking for the overhead. Wonderful stop by Robles. He was heading in, and that is a top save from Joel Robles. Keeps it at 1-1.
Well, the pressure is incessant. Carroll causing chaos every single time. There's the initial handball. Impossible, as we say, for Neil Sorbic to give that one. Got pressure from the Hammers in the dying.
Queuing up there, Everton. Nobody seemed to want to pull the trigger.
Oh, I can't believe Lukaku doesn't score. It looks attacking. Shouldn't be anything in this. Once again, Naismith, who's done well pulling down the channels. They just don't react at all, West Ham. Oh, he does. He misses his kick completely. Wow. Just looked like it had to be a tap-in, and wasn't actually sure what was going on until we seen that replay on our monitors. Lukaku just with an air shot.
Here's Mirallas. A great work by Kevin Mirallas. Lukaku! 10-man Everton lead at West Ham. And from goal scorer to goal maker, Kevin Mirallas sets it up for Romelu Lukaku, who dedicates the goal to his great friend Junior Malanda, the Wolfsburg midfielder, so sadly killed in a car crash over the past few days, and the emotion pours out for Romelu Lukaku.
Oh, Kevin Mirallas is absolutely brilliant. Carrying away, hustling, runs past Nolan, cuts back inside, poor defended. And Jenkinson in that right back position. They should do better. He shouldn't get away from them. Keep forcing the play back. Jenkinson's got his angles all wrong. Look, Lukaku has just missed the sitter before. He's going to give it up at the second time of asking. Tapping from 4 yards. Delight. He did his best to miss it in the super slow motion. Got the job done eventually. Some really good things, and they created one or two chances you'd expect, but definitely haven't exploited the extra man advantage they've had for such a large period of this game.
Oh, terrific run here. He's really taken this game by the scruff of the neck, Mirallas. Look who's back to make the challenge. That's incredible. So can Everton maintain their advantage? Adrian will expect to have less to do in the 15 minutes that remain of extra time than his opposite number, Joel Robles. David Nolan could have won it in normal time, but for that terrific save from Robles, who also saved well from James Collins. A strong finish to the 90 minutes by West Ham. And now find themselves from 1-0 up to 2-1 down. So I think you've already earmarked, Matt, how West Ham will go about this 15 minutes. I think we're going to see plenty of direct football.
Yeah, and they shouldn't do, because the actual spaces will be wide. And they've got enough quality in those wide areas to deliver balls into the box. Everton will be delighted if they go route one. Yes, you have to be resilient. Yes, you have to attack the ball, but it does actually make it easier. You get bodies around the knockdowns. You work hard for each other. You fight and scrap. Actually, when you're stretched wide, the gaps open up in your back four. That's when you're most susceptible.
Well, we'll see exactly which way West Ham do approach this. I'll give you an absolute cast-iron guarantee that if the scoreline is the same with 4 or 5 minutes to go, James Collins will be playing centre forward alongside Andy Carroll. Here's Mirallas. That was loose from West Ham. Can Mirallas bury this? Collins with a deflection, which is kind to West Ham. Nearly the architects of their own death. It really should have been seen as contact inside the penalty area. Valencia, what a bad effort. Sam Allardyce is apoplectic on the touchline at the moment, as you can well see.
Yeah, and he wants width in his sight. That's what he's asking for. He'll know that you can make it easy for your opposition by just being direct down the middle of the pitch. The point I made right at the start, this second period of extra time. You have to be brave. Everton were brave in the first game up at Goodison, kept passing the ball to the end, eventually fashioned themselves a chance. Sometimes you just take the easy way out and go the direct route. It's not that
easy. Carlton Cole we were looking at there, who's going to be on very shortly. And what I'm getting is that James Collins, who only had in a number 9 role late on in this extra time, is going to be the player to make way. Of course, there's going to be 2 centre-forwards out there, with Cole joining Carroll. Here's Mirallas. He's been outstanding since he came on.
He's been absolutely brilliant. He's been like 2 men. He's made up the difference. And it was a brave decision for Roberto Martinez, an attacking double substitution that he made.
Half in that game, and you weren't very good that day. I don't mean you, but it wasn't a good performance, was it?
No, we were dreadful. On an absolute ploughed field of a pitch at Ashton Gate on the day, and it was after that, I think, that Joe Royle actually came in and said, £10 on us for the cup, because we were so bad if you come through that. But I'm sure it's at the forefront of all Evertonians' mind at the moment.
I was commentating that day, so I remember it well. Off comes Collins.
Definitely in your top 3 of left foot volleys from slightly floppy centre half, I would have thought.
Top 33, did you say? No, it was a great goal. So on comes Cole for Collins. And West Ham still have it to do here. And the chewing gets more furious. Down free kick. Jenkins, Noble, Cresswell. Valencia. Stones to meet him. Corner kick, West Ham.
It's been good, Stones. He really has been a great source of...
In goes Tompkins! substitution by Sam Allardyce. And West Ham score yet another goal from a set piece. What a threat they are. 2-2. And a pulsating FA Cup third round replay now.
At some point you have to defend set pieces. You have to work on defending set pieces. And the ball looks overhit. Stones have just praised, gets himself in a horrible position to head the ball. Once you've got somebody jumping over the back of you and your body positions that way, you're never the favourite. He's been pretty disgusted at seeing his number as he jumped over the back of him.
Well, no one taking their eye off this at the moment. In by Baines. Less than 6 minutes of extra time to go. Maybe on the way to penalties. Carroll's headed down. West Ham have other ideas. This is Kevin Nolan. And it's a corner. And that spells further danger for Everton.
I wouldn't be looking to take it short. Someone as experienced as a campaigner as Nolan should know, get this back in that danger area.
Stuart Downing with designs on doing just that. And Carroll! Well, most of this ground was expecting the back of the net to bristle there from Andy Carroll. What a great chance.
I think he might just about climb on the back of Barry. I'm not sure he would have been given. See where his arms are, do they go on his back? Probably just propels himself up enough with that. Barry does enough, can't get the clean head up. But someone from Everton has to take responsibility. You have to leave one man free to go and attack the ball.
In again by Downing. Again, West Ham win the initial header. Here's John Stones. Lukaku. This is short of Oviedo. This is Carlton Cole. Mark Noble, good ball to Amalfitano. Trapping back well was Leighton Baines. Naismith. Baines again. Lukaku wants it fed. Instead, Baines picks out Mirallas. It'll break here for Brian Oviedo. Can he get a left foot shot away? He can. Blocked by Nolan. Everton come on strong again. The 10 men must be getting really tired now. Naismith cut out by Noble. That was a tired pass from Stephen Naismith. Play switches quickly to the other end. Valencia away by Jagielka. Heavy touch from Downing. Can't touch that. Valencia knowing he was in an offside position. 3 minutes to settle it ahead of penalties. Terrific desire he's had. But frustrating for Roberto Martinez the way they've conceded their 2 goals here. This is Lukaku. Couldn't score another late winner, could he? He might. It's Lukaku! Well, there was Everton's ticket to the 4th round without the need for penalties. And the player that Everton, Matt Jackson, would have wanted in that position, Romelu Lukaku.
Oh, he's done so well. He's done everything right. The easy bit is putting the ball into the box at the end. Power and strength, poor from West Ham again. But at this point, just hit the target. Just drags right across the ball. Incredible that he hasn't hit the target. They all know the lottery of penalties beckons, and that would have put them out the misery. You can't say it's not what Everton would have deserved.
Deep into extra time in the other 2 ties that are still going on. Chesterfield are 1-up at home to Scunthorpe, and Wolves lead Fulham 3-2 at Molineux. Still playing in those 2 games. Bristol City earlier beat Doncaster 2-0 at Ashton Gate, and they'll play the winners of this one at Ashton Gate in round 4. Going to be a minimum of 1 minute added on time in extra time. There's still a couple left before we reach that stage. Naismith. Mirallas. Clever work again by Kevin Mirallas. Lukaku, Naismith on the run. Important block there by Tompkins.
Not the time to lose the game now. Wide open.
Any goal now is almost certainly going to be a winning goal. Downing. Valencia. Cole. Amalfitano. He can bury the shot, surely. Saved by Robles, full stretch. Stones has to get it away, and the final touch is a West Ham touch. And Everton survive.
Amalfitano, there's so many options when he's wide. Expect the ball to go fizzing across the 6-yard box. Goes for the shot. Once again, a scramble in that Everton box. Valencia and Nolan, he misses them both out. Andrews has been good. That's another good save.
Oh, look at this. Quite an argument there involving Nolan and then Noble and Tompkins threatening to get out of hand there. What that was all about, I'm not sure.
I think it was probably about the way that they were so lax for the previous chance that Lukaku had with the ball being given away so easily.
Oh, yes, indeed. Tompkins was the nearest defender, and that's why Nolan and Noble were really giving James Tompkins plenty. We're into that one extra minute. Joel Robles picked up a yellow card as well amidst all that. Tompkins with work to do again. Oh, lovely pass, and Valencia's in here for the winning goal, is it? Tries to set it up for Cole. Desperate defending, still in there for Carlton Cole, and it just will not go in. What a dramatic finale. Unbelievable FA Cup action here at Upton Park.
Well, it would have been some story. Once again, Everton split wide open. Valencia, you expect to go on and shoot, man. In form. Great defending from Stones coming across. Coleman. Desperate. It's horrible when you go back towards your own goal. Stones does unbelievably well. And Coleman happy to see the ball ushered by the post. Fantastic entertainment. Two sides giving their all, and it would have been so cruel on Everton.
Well, deep into extra time, Romelu Lukaku and Carlton Cole have seen their way and their opportunity to put their team's place in the fourth round of the FA Cup. One of them might yet still from the penalty spot, because we're very close to going there. Penalties beckon. Still no whistle from Neil Swarbrick. But now it is confirmed. This FA Cup third round replay will have to be decided via penalty kicks. Carlton Cole and Romelu Lukaku will be kicking themselves, but they did find a winning goal. Just wonder how the managers have still got hair raising stuff. West Ham 2, Everton 2 after extra time. It's been a night of impact from the bench, hasn't it? Cole for West Ham, Mirallas scoring and setting up what looked like a winning goal for Everton until Cole's introduction. 2-2 after extra time, so penalties to decide it. I can let you into a little story about Joel Robles, because I have it on very good authority. Now, I know all goalkeepers will practice to some extent in training facing penalties, but I understand that he is absolutely obsessed, Robles, that every training session has to involve facing penalty kicks. So let's see if his homework pays off at Everton. Deputising for Tim Howard. He's had an excellent game. He's had more to do than his opposite number. As Matt said, it is that lottery of penalties. It's going to be penalty kicks at the home end of Upton Park. It's a question now of nerve, technique. And it's going to be Everton, it would seem, to take the first penalty. Kevin Mirallas. So very nearly the architect of Everton's route to the fourth round after a wonderful impact on this game off the substitutes bench. He'll step up to take the first penalty in the shootout against Adrian. Burst the West Ham bubbles by going straight down the middle.
And it would have been harsh for Kevin Mirallas if he'd missed, because he'd been absolutely instrumental in what Everton have produced here this evening. Been excellent since he got brought on, scoring that first goal, fashioning the second. Little advantage that you get from going first and scoring first.
Mark Noble is West Ham's regular penalty taker. Scored one when these two sides met in a 3-2 Everton win in the Premier League last season. Sam Allardyce trusts Mark Noble. Can he live up to that trust? He certainly can. Not dissimilar to the Mirallas kick.
I think Robles looks more intimidated in the goal. He goes the wrong way, but full head, well slotted penalty.
Comes the Scot, Stephen Naismith, hoping to add an English FA Cup to a Scottish Cup from his days with Glasgow Rangers. Goal looks big from that angle, doesn't it? Not big enough for Naismith. Big save from Adrian.
No real confidence from Naismith. I'm surprised to see him. Thought Leighton Baines would be next up. Everything that a goalkeeper wants, he's got in his ear a little bit. Don't mind that, you know. I know it doesn't look very sporty, but I don't mind that. I'd do it far more if I was a goalkeeper in those circumstances. They get the reward with the save, and a comfortable save, really.
Kevin Nolan, who came off the bench, assumed the captain's armband. Captain's part? Yes. 2-1 West Ham lead, 2 penalties each taken.
Good example from the skipper. Good strike on the ball. Robles hasn't gone the right way for one yet.
He's had a big say in this tie. Lukaku, the late goal at Upton Park, took us to this replay. Scored again tonight, thought it was going to be the winning goal. Needs to plant this one away. Very calm and assured. You need a strong ticker to produce a penalty like that.
And Adrian's up to all sorts there, pointing, favouring one side of the goal and the other.
Andy Carroll. Finesse or power?
Yeah, unlikely to be the dink down the middle, I would have thought.
Perfect. Absolutely unstoppable. Even if Robles had gone the right way there, he wasn't saving that.
They've got a real confidence about him. The swag almost coming up to take the penalties. Still Robles hasn't gone the right way. You talking him up at the start, it's done him no favours whatsoever here.
Leighton Baines. West Ham 3-2 up, 3 penalties each have been taken. He's taken plenty in his Everton career. Succeeds, but only just top of the cheeks. Adrian very nearly kept that out.
Close for agility, Adrian. He's up and down that line, moves early, and he knows it's a chance, gets a hand to it. Baines normally so assured from the penalty spot. It's another good savable height. His side is still in it.
3-3. But West Ham have this Aaron Cresswell penalty in hand. Ooh, didn't need that.
No, it's horrible, horrible for a player, and the ball's just sat down as well on the penalty spot.
Can he hold his nerve? Oh, just flicked off the boot of Joel Robles. One successful penalty away. They may not even need to take it, West Ham. Everton have to score from this one. 4-3 West Ham lead. And it's Brian Oviedo, the Costa Rican. Roberto Martinez must watch and hope. Oviedo has to score, otherwise West Ham are into the fourth round. Does score, not the most convincing, but enough.
Yeah, showed a bit of pluck, a bit of courage. Gets the job done. Who's it going to be to win the game?
4-4. And here comes Stuart Downing with the chance to place Sam Allardyce and West Ham into the next round. No! Saved by Robles! Well, he saved the best till last, the goalkeeper. Finally guessed the right way.
Great save as well. It goes so early. Watch how early he's going. He's only ever going to his left. Stuart Downing's not even looking up. Just concentrates on the strike of the ball. Delight for Evertonians. How are they still in it? It's painful trying to get through to the fourth round.
Well, that was the start, really, of sudden death. We're in it proper now. Gareth Barry next up for Everton. Scores! And now the pressure weighs so heavily on West Ham. Come on, says Roberto Martinez. 5-4 Everton. Carlton Cole with the responsibility now. He has to score to keep West Ham in the cup. And does score. 5-5.
Not too sure about the body language. Got the job done. Stuns his body up. Side foot. Looked a bit tentative as well. I'm not sure he really believed in it himself. Feeling a relief. Half a scuff on the ball too.
I can tell you another tie's gone to penalties tonight. Fulham won 5-3 on spot kicks at Wolves after Ross McCormack got Fulham a 120th minute penalty to take it to penalties. Here's John Stones. Oh, how on earth did that get beyond Adrian? That was a very nervy penalty from John Stones, but it counts. 6-5 Everton.
Well, he's eyeballing the goalkeeper. He can't believe that gets through because he's waiting for him to move. He watches him move and puts it that way anyway. Adrian almost concentrating on the player rather than the ball.
Enner Valencia, who had West Ham 1-0 up in normal time, has to score, and does. 6-6.
How much do you want a big trophy, Sam? He's talked it up. There's nothing would make him prouder. It's going to be taking years off him here.
Well, now we're very much down to players who have little or no experience of taking spot kicks. It's Phil Jagielka, the Everton captain. Nervous look at Adrian. And scores. Nothing wrong at all with that from Phil Jagielka. Little bow from the skipper. 7-6 Everton.
Penalty. Side foot. That's it in the corner. Concentration required.
Morgan Amalfitano. Third successive penalty. A little word here for Robles.
He's been booked, hasn't he?
Yes, he was booked during the match, and the referee was... Well, he had his cards out there, didn't he?
I'm sure he's just marking the score off.
Here's Amalfitano. Makes it 7-7. Well, very shortly the goalkeepers will be stepping up.
Dives really early, Robles. He really moves. So quickly commits to going one way or the other.
It is time to look to a higher office, isn't it? Seamus Coleman. It's 7-all on penalty kicks. The Irishman steps up and scores with ease. And the pressure right back on West Ham again. How long can they withstand it?
Another great penalty. This time not looking. The goalkeeper just opens his body up again. He'll be so proud of these players if they come through this, Roberto Martinez.
The Arsenal loanee, Carl Jenkinson, next up.
Oh, it's horrible for him. This is the bit that you don't need, having to replace the ball. These are the bits that work against you as a player. Then it's just sat down. You see how it just rolls over on itself. Just doubt goes into the mind.
Must score. Oh, and he does. I think most of the West Ham fans are wondering whether this was clearing the bar at one stage.
It seemed to dip late on, didn't it? It didn't look like the trajectory was going over. There's a game going early.
On we go. 8-all. And now it's Joel Robles. Can he hold his nerve against Adrian? Oh! Bumps off the underside of the crossbar and out. And now he has to produce heroics. Immediately steps into his goal. With West Ham one penalty away from going through. And it's role reversal time. How do you like your drama? Adrian. One Spanish goalkeeper against another Spanish goalkeeper. Looks like he's going for power. Olé! And West Ham are through to a fourth-round tie at Bristol City. It could have gone either way, but West Ham held their nerve several times. They had to score from the penalty spot to stay in it. And after Joel Robles thumped the underside of the crossbar with his penalty, Adrian emerges the hero. And for Roberto Martinez and Everton, it's an exit from the FA Cup. And Sam Allardyce, Matt Jackson and West Ham march on.
I think they're lucky as well. They don't necessarily deserve it on the balance of the play over the 120 minutes. Got themselves such a late equaliser. Held their nerve. Going to be a big story for Adrian. He'll be gutted. Robles, he was excellent in the match itself. And you know what? Sometimes I don't mind if it's the goalkeepers. They're resilient enough, they can do that. The one thing that they're used to doing, though, when they're generally kicking a dead ball, is that they kick it high. They want distance and height, and that's why that natural ability that they have to kick the ball a long way is not necessarily suited to taking penalties.
Well, this is how close Robles came. Don't need any goal line technology there. That bounces well out, and Adrian, steely nerve, delivers Sam Allardyce a ticket into the fourth round. The end of a highly charged FA Cup third round replay at Upton Park, which has finished in favour of West Ham, 9-8 on penalties.